Welcome to Megapath Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today we have the Collector's Case. If you've been a subscriber on this channel a while, you might remember that name because these guys, in their very first box, created the infamous Shane Walsh action figure. If you don't remember, or if you weren't here a few months back, like 7 or 8 months back, McFarlane Toys promoted the Collector Case box number 1, where they had some super special item, and it ended up being one of the worst figures that they have ever made for the Walking Dead TV show. And to add insult to injury, and keep in mind, this was an item that's been on clearance for years at this point in time. To add insult to injury, it's just a piece of tape that was signed, and then I guess they paid some Yahoo minimum wage to stick the signed piece of tape onto the figure. So that's one thing I ranted about. They got in touch with me and they said, hey, we're going to send you out a case to take a second try, a second whack at Collector's Case and see how we improved. Now, one of my biggest frustrations with subscription boxes, and kind of one of the biggest reasons why I'm so mean, these subscription boxes are getting out of hand. So I feel like it's somebody's responsibility to say every once in a while, these are garbage, stop buying them, these companies should just crumble. There's better stuff for us to spend our money on. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. We're going to open up the Collector's Case. We're going to do this quick, I'll be brutally honest, and then hopefully I'll give a tip to the company. Maybe, I don't know. That's if we don't lose interest halfway through the video. I'm just getting burnt out with the subscription boxes, I'll be honest. At this point, I could care less if everyone just stopped sending them to me. Anyway, here we go. We got a great presentation. This is something that I think was a ridiculous thing they did. They changed the color of the box. They had a fantastic box before, but I'm loving this. I've loved the paper, the presentation, since day one. I thought they kill it for presentation. First item in the box is a Dark Horse Comics t-shirt. Oh yay, another black t-shirt. That's one thing. Subscription boxes, you want to step up your game? Stop with the black. We got enough of them. Dark Horse Comics, do they still make comic books these days? I don't know, maybe so. You should have went with Image or somebody. Listen, I'm sure Dark Horse makes some good titles. If you guys know of any good titles, put them down below. I would definitely love to support them if they're making any good titles. I just haven't heard anyone say anything about Dark Horse in like 15 years. Then again, I'm not a real big comic book guy. Here we have a piece of paper with again, the presentation, I like it. You got the Riddler's question mark, and then they got the spoilers, I'm assuming, and then the upcoming cases. I like that presentation a lot. And here's a card with upcoming cases. I'm not going to look at it in case there's spoilers on them, but 10 out of 10 for presentation. I'll give you that. Alright, so right off the bat, exactly what I'm talking about. These have been on clearance shelves for a while. These are the Game of Thrones building figures. Both The Walking Dead and the Game of Thrones are now sitting at the clearance items. Not only are they sitting there, but McFarlane Toys have stopped promoting them, leading a lot of fans to believe that they have been discontinued. I don't believe they are, but it looks like we got some guy yelling. It could be Jon Snow, but we got Jon Snow Build-A-Figure. And then we have Tyrion, yeah, the little guy, Tyrion, yeah, little guy. Here we got trading cards for Lord of the Rings. I am not sure why trading cards are in this type of box. I get it, trading cards, it's still popular, yeah, maybe. There's only a small portion of fans that are into trading cards, I believe, though. Here's something called The Game. This is honestly something I would never try, but I do get it. There's fans, there's geeks and nerds out there that are interested in something like that, so I'm not going to knock it. And here's, yet again, more trading cards. Okay, so we have not trading cards, playing cards. You have in this box, well, I kind of feel like the little card game, the trading cards, and then the deck of cards, the playing cards. I kind of feel like that's a little overdoing it on the card stuff. I don't feel like it's a lot. I don't feel like there's a lot of fans who are into the cards. You know what I mean? So maybe I'm wrong. You let me know down in the comment box down below. Maybe your comments could help them out actually with their future boxes. Here's a Game of Thrones Stark mug. Winter is coming. Yeah, I like it. It's one thing I'll put over here. There. I'll drink coffee out of that. We have a Game of Thrones figure here. This is cool. I dropped the box, and I don't give a damn. I like my monsters, so I'm going to put that on the shelf. But again, just like the first figure we got, this guy has been sitting on clearance shelves at Walgreens, at Barnes & Nobles for years. And we know it, and you know it. If nobody's buying them anymore, why would anyone want them or be excited to get them in the case? And that's harsh, but I do understand if I can defend the collector's case or any other subscription box, it's got to be rough to put, some cool shit together every single month utilizing just 20 bucks, utilizing just 30 bucks. That's got to be rough. All right, we got a print, though, of one of the most hated characters in Game of Thrones, so you know nothing, collector's case. I'm kidding. The kid did such a good job, I couldn't stand him. Just looking at him, I wanted to punch him in the face. He did a great job as a villain, and having his signature is pretty cool. The Certificate of Authenticity. I think fans would have liked Jon Snow, though. Okay, so we get a popped box. I guess this is different than a standard collector's case you get, but inside this, I like that presentation. You wrap up the pop figure, keep it a surprise. Inside we get a Pops, what is this? Dishonored. Dishonored 2. That will go to my daughter. She'll get a kick out of that. She'll like that. I know nothing about Dishonored. None of my friends talk about this game. I don't know anyone online that talk about this game. So now I'm curious, is this a good game? If it is, I might actually go look for it on PS4. This has been the collector's case. There's definitely more stuff than the first box. The signature is definitely a lot better than the signature in the other box. This isn't a horrible box. It's not a horrible box. I'm just burnt out of the subscription boxes. From this moment on, I'm really taking a hard look at what we're opening on this channel, because we're not fooling anybody. You get a really cool item surrounded by a whole bunch of stuff that's been in the clearance bins for years now. Your presentation, if you want the brutal, honest truth, your presentation is fantastic. The box, the little wrap, the wrapping paper around the pop stuff, these cards here, your presentation is fantastic. However, you got the one problem that almost every other subscription box shares with you. The one really cool item surrounded by all the dollar store junk. Here's the thing, though. I feel like, I'm pretty sure you guys still have the Sure Thing box, which means that you're paying for the Sure Thing. But if you're not paying for the Sure Thing, that means your other subscribers are getting just the clearance stuff in a shoebox. And I think this is some information that could help, some criticism that could help everyone out there. For crying out loud, Barnes & Nobles had these months and months and months ago. Barnes & Nobles had a sticker on this saying, "We will blow you if you take this home." Just kidding, but it was a red sticker that said 75% off, and guess what? These were loaded on the shelves, even at 75% off. They're a $20 retail value. At 75% off, that's $5, and they were still on the shelves and no one was taking them. That's the biggest problem with subscription boxes. I think you are trying. I give you credit for that. And if anyone is interested, you can find the links down below for the collector's case. The collector's case is no worse than other subscription boxes out there. I think there's only 2 or 3 that I honestly enjoy. Like, I really enjoy the Horror Block. I really enjoy Bandbox. And they even have their own days where they annoy me, and I feel like this is geared towards whatever. Well, Horror Block, it's almost impossible because I love everything that has to do with horror. I don't know. Trading cards and clearance stuff. I don't know. Links in the description. Fuck subscription boxes. They're taking your money. They're just stealing from you. It's clearance shit.